Hola, everybody. Welcome to Chats con Sabor. I'm one of your hosts, Joanna, and I'm here with my lovely co host, Miss Yvette. And
Hola.
today's hot topic is we're going to interview each other. LOL.
I feel like this is a great opportunity for everybody else to get to know us just a little bit better.
Yeah,
Um, as if they don't know us already.
I think they know us a little too well.
I think so too. All
So,
right. Well, take it away.
okay, we're going to hit up Miss Yvette first. And here's question numero uno. If you could change one thing in your life, what would it be?
If I could change one thing in my life, say probably my financial situation. I consider myself abundant. I don't have many issues. I don't want or need for anything, but I have had to make sacrifices and changes in my life just recently. And I feel like if my financial situation was just a little bit different, then I could really do all the things that I want to do with my life.
All the things, all the
All the
things.
things. All the things to include a lot of traveling. You know, I love to travel. So I really want, without any hesitation, that's the thing.
Mhm.
Because people say, well, you can travel, just save. That takes a long fucking time. I want to make a decision and I go. Pack my shit and go. Pack my bags, take off on a trip. I don't care if it's just for the weekend. Like, I would really love that flexibility and the financial freedom to be able to do that.
Amen.
That's a big thing for me. So, other than that, I think my life is beautiful. I love my life. Like, I think things are going really well in my life, and I'm grateful for a lot. We're recording this towards the end of the year, and I feel like 2025 was a little bit tumultuous for some of us, me included.
Yes. Oh, it's 2025
Yeah,
needs to disappear, my friend.
yeah. But I'm so grateful for everything that's gone on because I feel like it's making us a better person, each of us. Um, so yeah, so I'm grateful, even though, like I said, I went through some shit. Um, I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change it. I would just change my financial situation so that I would be able to do more of the things that I really love to do. Yeah, that's my
I
answer.
like that. I like
I'm
that.
sticking to
We,
it.
we, we've deeply talked about 2025 too,
Yeah.
and how much shit has happened, but all the blessings that came along with it too. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
you ready for
Definitely.
question number two?
Hit me.
What advice would you give your adult children now that you've lived 51 years?
Holy shit. You mean what advice do I give my children? um wow, okay, let me think about this for a minute. I would definitely tell them to slow down. Life, like I can't believe I'm 51 years old. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of
Hmm.
like how the fuck did that happen so fast, you know? But at the same time, everything that I've been through in my 51 years, it's a lot. I've lived 51 fucking years, a little over half a century. So when I look at it in that perspective, it forces me to really focus on what lessons I can pluck out in those 51 years. So I would say slow down because life just passes you by so fast. I would say tell the people that you love them and tell them often. Even if you think, oh my God, I'm a broken record because I tell them I love you, I love you, I love you. But I feel like those words, when they're heartfelt and you mean them, they mean a lot and they should be said often. Do the things that make you happy because I feel like the maybe the first half of my adult life, so after my my first, 20 years of life, I feel like I was really pushing, like I gotta work hard, I gotta, do this, do that. And sometimes I was guilty of saying this to my kids several times, like when I would say sometimes you gotta do the things you don't want to do in order to have the things that you do want. And I don't believe that anymore. I don't believe that. I believe that if we are happy with what we have and what we're doing, then we will create and attract more happy things that
Mm-hmm.
make us happy, or people that make us happy. So, yeah, if you're miserable in something, get out. Get out. I don't even we talked about this in last season when we were talking about careers and education. I don't even push school anymore on my kids. You want to go to school? Great. Girl, I have 3 degrees. I have a certificate of higher learning, higher education. I have my MBA. Like that does not bring you happiness. That doesn't bring you joy. So do more of the things. And I do tell them this because like I said, don't push school. But if that's not what they want, if they want to go to school, then fine, go to school. But don't do it because you think that I want you to go to school. I don't know. I feel like it's overrated now. And just for me, for my children, my grand wish is for them to be happiness, and chase happiness. Don't settle. Don't settle for anything less. And like I said, don't do things that you don't want to do just to have the things that you want, because all of that, it's materialism, it's material things. So do what makes you happy and take the time in your life to enjoy it. Every moment, every minute, every step of the way.
Love that. So, if you've been listening for question three, you know that Missy had this checklist. So, here's the question: what is your perfect man list?
So, yes, when I when I got divorced, I actually, it was before we actually finalized the divorce. I think we were separated the last 4 years of our marriage. But I started to create this perfect man list because I had heard somewhere or saw somewhere reel or something that you should write down the things that you want, right? Well, I wrote down a bunch of things that I didn't want. I don't want him to this. I don't want him to that. And, da, 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 and everything opposite of what I thought I had, right? So, and didn't want. As as the years went by, and during my 7 year sabbatical, I refined that perfect man list, and I started figuring out, oh wait, I'm focusing too much on the don'ts. I need to focus on the do's, right? I do want this. I He does have to have these qualities and all this stuff. So my perfect man list got shorter, but it was still long. It was shorter but long. And now, honestly, I'm all about energy now. I was always about how good it felt to be with a person and feeling out their vibes and stuff. But in the last 6 years, I've really focused more on being around people's energy. And that is what attracts me to a person the most, and what makes them attractive to me. Because they might not have a six pack, but all of that, it doesn't matter to me. I don't care. I don't care what you look like on the outside. I mean, I do care because I have to be attracted to you physically. But if you're not perfect on the outside, that's fine, because this girl is not perfect, and I'm okay with that. I'm fine with myself. So I need you to be okay with yourself. And then, but I do feel like if you are, say, perfect on the outside and your inside just is not perfect, right? Your energy's off, or you're mean, or, just certain things that I notice, then I put that in my back pocket, and that to me is more important now. So I do still kind of have a perfect man list, but I can't tell you when the last time it was that I looked at it. Like, that's not what I'm trying to manifest anymore. You know what I mean? I want someone who's kind. I want someone who makes me laugh all the time. I want someone who makes me feel safe in being who I am. We just talked about this on a different episode. That being with somebody, I think it was the slice of advice, to be with somebody who makes you feel safe and not chasing that spark, right? And where I can feel, I can be that person for them too, like, you know, calm, and because that's my energy and I want that reciprocated. I want calm energy. I don't like chaos. I cannot be with somebody, I'll tell you this, I cannot be with somebody who is jumping off the walls 24/7. Can I get hyper? Can I get hyper and get like the zoomies and I just want to be playful and stuff? Yes, I can. But am I like that 24/7? Fuck no. It's too much for me. It's way too much for me. So for me, a calm man who knows who he is as a person, that's my perfect man right there. That's what it is. And who makes me feel like I'm the perfect woman. So energy is first and foremost the most important thing to me now. So my PML, my perfect man list, is very, very short.
Oh my-
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Question number 4.
Yes.
Do you fantasize about a different life? Or have you ever fantasized about a different life?
Have I ever? Yes. Yes. When I was in my marriage, I fantasized about a different life. I did. It wasn't until our separation, even before I got divorced, that I actually realized, like, you know what? All of this that I went through with him, it was teaching me something. It was for a reason. It wasn't just for shits and giggles. And it definitely wasn't meant just to hurt me in any kind of way, you know? Was it maybe some karmic lessons? Maybe. I think so. But and going through it, when I was going through those karmic lessons, then yeah, I definitely was like, oh shit, I want something different. I fantasized every day. I literally would think about a different life for myself, and I feel like I've created that for myself now. So I have said several times on this podcast that we create our own reality, right? And what we think about, what we focus on is what manifests into our reality, right? So because I was thinking of a completely different life with a completely different person or type of person, I didn't know who I wanted to be with, right? But a completely different type of person, I feel like I manifested that for myself. So I did exactly what I've been telling everybody, you know, to do. And it's oversimplified when you say, "Oh yeah, just think positive and positive things will happen to you." No, I still go through trials and tribulations, but how I react to those things is different now. I'm super grateful for the life that I do have now versus when I was going through all that bullshit. I was kind of throwing pity parties sometimes. And that's what I'm saying. I did fantasize about having a different life. But that different life didn't mean, oh, I wish I could go back and redo this and not do this. It just meant I wanted to be out of what I was in and into a better life for me, more focused on me versus on the situation I was in. So, yes. Simple answer, yes. Do I fantasize about a different life now? No, I don't. I like my life. I really do. I like I said, I feel like I really manifested and brought to life what happiness really means for me. So yeah, I love my life. I am happy and I wouldn't want it any other way now. Yeah.
Fantastic. Question numero 5. Number 5. As a
I
kid,
don't
what
remember.
did you want to be when you grew up? Since you were such a planner.
Have I not said this before on this? I think I have, but maybe I haven't. So
You told us about you planning having one child and
yes.
being on your own and carrying everything, and yes, you told us that. But what was what did you want to be when you grew up?
So when I was younger, um, I was a kid. I used to battle it out verbally with a lot of people. I was very outspoken, super outspoken. I wasn't as reserved as I ended up being as a teenager, an older teenager, and an adult. And so people used to tell me all the time, like, oh, she's going to be a lawyer when she grows up. And so that stuck in the back of my head for a long time. And I'm like, well, what does a lawyer do? Right? Because I'm a kid, so I don't know. What does a lawyer do? Well, they help people in need. And I was a huge advocate for people when I was young, for my friends. If I saw somebody getting bullied, I'd be right there, sometimes with my fists, a lot of times with my words. Especially one of my cousins, we grew up together and went to school. She's a year younger than me and went to school together and stuff. And man, I can't tell you the countless times I beat people up because they were being mean to her. And so I think because I was told that mostly about my argumentative side, right? That's what they were talking about. But once I figured out what exactly a lawyer was or did, then I was like, no, yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to be a lawyer so that I can help people and defend people. So, yeah, that's what I wanted to be. And then when I got into high school, as I got older, became a little bit more reserved. Then I was like, yeah, I'm not going to school for that long to law school. Are you kidding me? So I ended up realizing that I was really good with numbers, and I took accounting classes in high school, computerized accounting and things like that. So, yeah, that's kind of how I followed into this career path of being an accountant. But yeah, I wanted to be a lawyer.
I can so totally see that. Totally. Okay, next question. If you
So
had three wishes, what would they be and why?
I have to think about this. I have to think about this. Because again, I really love my life. I don't need for too many things to be too different. You know what I mean? Um, Let me see. If I had three wishes, probably the first one would be just, that my children all end up like super happy and living lives that are prosperous and fulfilling for them, whatever it means to each of them, and for my grandchildren as well. Um, that's the first one. The second one would be that I live a long and healthy life. I'm healthy enough to live to see my great grandchildren born and all that. Um, and the third one, I think, would be I wish for the universe to continue to provide the guidance, the protection, and the sustainability, supporting me financially and giving me all the things that I need, which I have right now. So to continue on and then some and wow me. I want the universe to wow me.
Oh, that one deserves.
Yay!
So after all that goody, Yvette's going to bring us to our slice of advice.
I am. Let me see. Where is it? Where do I have it? Sheesh. All right. Our slice of advice for tonight is, and it's pretty simple. Um, don't get into the habit of collecting red flags. You only end up with a wagon full of them. Don't collect red flags. You only need one to know a person's character.
Boom. Hold on. There's no mic drop on this one, but we can do this one. Shots fired.
Shots fired. Yep. I think, I mean, we don't even have to say much after that. When people show you who they are, believe them. Believe them. Because
Just like
that's
Nelson.
going to tell you, they're literally telling you who they are, right? One red flag about them, it tells you exactly who you're dealing with. And I don't know if I saved that reel for maybe another episode, like for a dating episode or something, but it said something about however your significant other is in that moment, like when you meet them, that's the way they're going to be 30, 40 years from now. People don't change at their core, especially men. Women, we kind of fluctuate throughout our lives and we kind of reinvent ourselves throughout our lives. We're good with that. We're good with change. Men, they're pretty like, they're pretty sedentary. They're pretty level or stable in who they are. So how you meet them and who they are when you meet them, that's pretty much how they're going to be at the end of the road too. So what did we say on the other episode? I can't remember exactly what it was, but something along the lines of we're only able to choose one person in our family, one family member. You're only able to choose one family member, and that's your spouse, who you do life with, right? Yeah. So if he's showing you a red flag, yeah, that tells you that's what this is saying. You don't need a bucket full of or a cart full of red flags. All you need is one. The rest of them will keep coming, but hopefully you won't be there. You won't stick around to collect all those damn red flags. Yeah. Well, Miss Joanna has our what the fuck moment because we're gonna go right into the next portion of our interviews.
Ladies and gents, I got a good one. And you're not going to believe this shit. But you know you can hire a date for the holidays?
Yeah. Like that movie Holiday.
Oh, wait until you hear this one.
Uh-oh.
Saying rent a boyfriend Thanksgiving package. So I'm going to read out the tiers for you. So, silver package, $75 plus a plate of food. That's what I'm charging for the silver package. 2 hours at your dinner.
This is a silver package?
This is silver package.
Yeah.
2 hours at dinner, matching outfits, and I'll tell a few jokes.
75 quid. It's cheap. That's cheap. It's super cheap.
Yeah, but this 2 hours dinner, so you got to pay $150 and I got to get a plate of food.
Oh, it's 75 an hour?
Yeah, 75. It's 75 an hour.
Oh, okay.
Minimum is 2 hours.
Oh, okay, nice.
Minimum
So
$2, that's cheap.
Me to be your boyfriend for the night.
matching outfits, a plate of food. I'm going to tell a few jokes. Okay, nice. 2 hours. Right. Cool.
Gold package, $150 an hour, plus a plate of food. 3 hours at dinner minimum. Cute backstory on how you met.
Start. Yeah.
Details about what I do for a living.
Interesting.
And I call your dad Pops.
Oh, this is a family Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
Oh
bro.
my God.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, okay.
It's
okay,
a rent a boyfriend experience.
Oh, okay. There.
It's a
I'm
rent
understanding.
a
I thought it was just a dating.
No, rent a boyfriend experience.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Yeah,
Wow.
man.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
man.
Now
Yeah,
I get it.
Platinum.
So wait, gold packages, you're coming out at 450.
Coming out with 450
And a full belly.
And a full belly.
Okay,
yeah.
nice.
I've,
Not
I've,
bad.
I've said a few stuff to
Yeah,
your family.
nice.
Yeah, I'm into it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Platinum package, $350 an hour.
Wow, now we're talking.
A plate of food
Obviously.
and a plate to go. And a plate to go.
All right,
Facts.
Yeah.
I'm with you all day.
Oh my God.
I tell you I love you in front of your whole family. I kiss your mum on the cheek. And I help clean up after dinner.
That's a bargain. And I'm assuming everything below as well.
Everything
Yeah,
below as well comes with the platinum.
Okay, cool.
Facts, yeah.
Right, so $350 an hour?
$350 an hour.
$350 an hour. I'm assuming still minimum 3 hour.
Minimum.
Oh no, spend the day.
It's all day, but minimum. It's gotta be, yeah.
All day and it's $350 an hour? I don't think she doesn't
Wow.
understand how much she's actually paying for this.
But she's been lying to everyone.
Okay, cool.
This is the secret you kept from me.
Yeah,
She's
all
been
right,
lying
valid.
to everyone that I've got a man. Bring him to Thanksgiving dinner then.
All right, cool. I'm kissing your mum on the cheek. I want a dinner there, and then I want to take a plate to go. I'm going to tell details about my job. I've got a cute backstory of how we met. I'm calling your dad Pops, and I'm helping clean after dinner. That's a pretty good deal,
Bro,
actually. That's not bad.
That's not bad. I'm doing a lot here.
That's a full day's work.
I'm literally, my brain cells are firing because I have to lie so
I'm
much.
exhausted. I'm absolutely exhausted. And I tell you, I love you.
Yeah.
Right. Interesting.
You have to pay me $3.50 an hour.
Yeah, 100. I want to. Okay, for that, let's say. For that, not per hour because it's just too confusing.
Okay.
Let's just say it's a 4-hour affair. We're talking pre-dinner arrival.
Yeah.
You're arriving with homegirl.
Yeah.
Pre-dinner, like drinks and mingles.
Yeah.
Snacks, finger food.
Okay.
Asking mumsy, do you need help with anything? Then you've
Mumsy.
got dinner, sit down, aunts, uncles, siblings, mum and dad are obviously there, asking you questions about what you do, asking you where you met, how long you guys been together, etc. And then there is mild petting is expected.
Okay, just like...
Like hands, knees,
Yeah, just like...
rubbing the back when she's talking, this kind of shit, right?
Okay.
Jokes, so you need to be on your funniest, but obviously respectful behavior.
Yeah.
You need to tell her that you love her. Everyone's like, oh, give her a kiss on the cheek. You're being super helpful with the mum, help tidy up, help wash up. And then you need to leave with homegirl as well. How much? 4 hours.
As a total package?
Total package.
You'll pay me $2,000 minimum. You'll pay me $2,000.
Wow. Wow. I'm in the wrong business.
Hey, if you want to take me, you want me to pretend to be your girlfriend for $350 an hour? I'm sold. I'm sold. I don't have to touch you. We don't have to have sex. All we have to do is pretend. I'm in. Who needs OnlyFans?
I'm in the wrong line of work. I want to do this and get food.
And get free food.
Free food, get it. Oh my God. That is crazy for the platinum package, the $350 an hour. Yeah. I want to go on a date for $350 an hour.
Isn't it funny though? I love English people.
Yeah.
Petting.
Petting, yeah. Light petting.
Light petting.
Stroke of the hair. On the knee, you know, touch your knee, your leg, your thigh.
That's $2,000 an hour. No,
$2,000.
he said that's $2,000.
Yeah. Oh my God, that is so crazy. That is
When I
crazy.
heard that, I was like, "This is a thing."
I want it. I want to do
Yeah.
it. I'm
I
in.
don't have to show my body or any of that stuff. Just pretend
Just pretend. Yeah, I'm in.
being an actress or an actor and getting paid for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I'm
Yep.
down.
I'm taking applications. You do have to look a certain way, so.
Hold on.
I love it. I love this audience hype woman.
Thank you.
All right, it's my turn. I
Oh,
get
Lord,
to interview
have
Miss Joanna. Fun. All right, question number 1 for you. What was your biggest childhood dream? Not what you wanted to be when you grow up, but your dream as a child.
To have my own family, to get married, to have children, and have a beautiful home, an amazing husband. So that was because, like I've mentioned before, I grew up old school. Like family was it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we were told that our lives needed to be.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my biggest dream, was to have a beautiful family, a beautiful home. I mean, it was simple.
I love that. So, do you feel like it's your childhood dream has been fulfilled to some degree?
To some degree. I think I have 2 amazing sons.
They are
Yvette.
amazing. They are amazing.
And I can't wait to have a husband that truly adores me and respects me and is by my side and it's my best friend and all things.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I
yeah.
think that's a lot of people's dreams, childhood dreams, right? Especially as teenage girls,
Oh
right?
yeah. Hmm.
We all want to be loved. And even teenage boys, they want to be loved too, even though they're raging hormones, but you know.
Well, they dream of the white picket fence too, and the marriage and the wife and the kids, and you know, men
Yeah.
dream of those things too. It's just, sometimes things work and sometimes things don't.
Mhm. I agree. Um can you do a yay for me, please? I don't get to push the button. I don't get to push the buttons, so thank you.
Let me keep the fingers around the box.
All right, next question. This is a deep one.
Oh
Tell
shit.
us tell us about a time you felt extra vulnerable and how you handled it.
It had to be when my husband passed away.
Yeah.
The situation was not um, ideal. I was embarrassed. Um, there was things that were taken away from my kids and and I had to be the bigger person in the situation, as hard as it was. And I think that's probably where I felt the most vulnerable because of all the actions of people around me, what was being said, what was being talked about. And my mom still to this day talks about it. She's just like, I don't know how you did it. And I held my head high because of the fact that I knew the woman I was, the wife I was, and the mother I was. No matter what other flaws I had, I knew who I was and I knew my heart
Mhm.
first and foremost. No matter what happened between us, he was still the father of my children and he was still my husband.
Mhm.
So the honor that I wore and the badge that I wore as his wife, regardless of what people thought,
Mhm.
that's the honor that I held at his funeral and in front of others. So that was important to me, no matter how
Mhm.
much pain I was in at the moment. So I had to protect my children too because I didn't want to be that person popping off, and there's a time and a place for all that.
Right.
So yeah, that's my story. But I think that's the most vulnerable I've ever been in my life, and I think that's changed me as a person too, with the smaller circles and not caring too much about belonging, not getting butthurt about not being invited to things or doing things. It created a whole nother person because not everyone you surround yourself with are good for you. So, and they're
Very
not your
true.
friends. I mean, that's
Mhm.
just the truth.
Yep. I like that out of that vulnerable state and experience that you took from it, the building blocks to become this stronger person. I mean, you were strong going through it because your mom's right. I don't think I could have handled it, to be honest with you. I probably would have either popped off or ran for the hills or been like, you know what? Everybody go fuck yourself. Yeah, so I applaud you for that. Where's my applause? Thank you.
You're welcome.
I applaud you for that because it takes a special kind of woman to rise above it all and to take the higher road. And I'm being dead honest. I don't know that I would be able to have taken the higher road being in your situation.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
I hear that a lot from my family. They're like, you
Yeah.
handled this in a whole different way.
Yeah.
Even in my family's background, a lot of people are Christian, and but I think that helped too because I was so involved in my faith as
Hmm.
well. And you know how they say, not today, Satan. Well, that wasn't the day for Satan to come in and start disrupting stuff. He did
Yeah.
try. Oh, he tried. And he plucked that nerve as much as he could, but I
Yeah.
wasn't having it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you are a strong cookie, let me tell you. So,
It's a lot of work, my friend.
oh, I believe it. I believe it. I mean, yeah, that was a lot that you went through. All right, so kind of around the same lines. What is the one conversation you wish you were able to have with a loved one who has passed?
Um, I had an opportunity to have a conversation with him before he passed. And I forgave him for everything. I also visited his grave and stuff where I would have conversations with him. I'm not saying I wasn't mad. I'm not saying I wasn't hurt, but the conversations that I did have, I think helped me let go of a lot of things, a lot of pain, a lot of hurt. Because at the end of the day, I didn't want to spill that stuff into my future relationships or my kids. I mean, trust me, I struggled with the whole dating thing because the first thing, you don't want to be with someone like that. Like you said, these are the things I don't want.
Right.
But there was a lot of amazing things that he did have that he brought to the table. At the end of the day, he was a good man. He had bad habits, but he was a good man. And he was a
Made some
great father.
mistakes.
He was human. He made mistakes. Uh, I just wish that he could have trusted me enough to have conversations with me on how he was feeling, what it was he needed, so we could adjust and do the things that we needed to do to save our marriage, which he did. Doing things differently to me is big and it's very important because I think I've said this before. I want to leave this earth without any regrets. I want to be able to say, I loved, I shared, I've been blessed, I've been all these things, no matter what the trials and tribulations were. I've had so many amazing blessings in my life. So I think that's the letting go and not holding on to grudges and all that is important. But the one thing, if I had a chance to have a conversation with him, is like, I truly did forgive you. You know, like, you were human, and I got that. And I mean, we can't fix anything now, but
Yeah.
I would tell him for your next relationship, make sure you're open and communicate with that person without bulldozing them. So, but that would definitely to bring him that peace and that serenity. It would be like I've genuinely forgiven him for everything that happened. So, yeah.
I will concur on that because every time you've talked about him, you don't badmouth him. You like you're very clear on the fact that you did not approve of the way he handled a lot of situations within your marriage, but and the mistakes that he made, but you don't badmouth him like you. So I believe that you forgave him and you've let it go.
Yeah, I've learned to just let go. I think we talked about this in one of our other episodes too. I give people a certain amount of chances. I give them 3 chances. To me, it's a 3 chance deal. And
Three
when they
strikes.
show who they are, I just move on. There's no us having a conversation. You feel the way you feel. You have shown the way you feel. So I'm moving on. I choose peace. I don't choose fakeness. I don't choose any of that. I want to move on. Whether you think it's wrong, right, or indifferent, that's on you. It's not on me. This is how I process things. This is how I work through my own things. And there's no discussion that needs to be had when you show who you are. and you show the lack of care you have for me as a human being. At the end of the day, I don't want to leave this earth with regrets.
I love that. I love that. A quick follow up. Yeah. A quick follow up to that, though. Do you think that because you said you wished that he would have been able to come to you with what he wasn't receiving from you and how he was feeling and what he needed from you and the marriage, do you think that that would have changed, first of all, the trajectory of how the marriage went and ended, and then also how you would have handled his passing?
Um, I don't think it would have changed much, but I think it would have, because there was too many things at that point. Even if we got into the 10-year mark and we had that conversation, there was too many things. There was too much hurt. There was too much letdown and embarrassment. So what would have come out of that would have been a friendship, and co-parenting would have been so much better. I would have had the understanding, so I wouldn't have been so angry when things happen the way they happen. And there would be things that I would never hold over his head because we had that understanding, we had that conversation. And we would have been, I think him and I tell this to my boys all the time, I think him and I would have been great friends. Because we were friends too. Despite the hurt, we were always there for each other one way or another, you know? So I truly believe that would we be married? No. Would we have had a great relationship and co-parenting relationship? I think so.
Yeah.
So, and I think with that acceptance, it helps me get through what I had to go through when he passed away and looking at him in a different way. Because I remember when I was told that he was ill and he already was in a situation and I didn't know he was in a situation. And all I know is that I felt my knees buckle, and the first thing I said is, how could he do that to me, to us? And I remember being told, it's not about you. And as painful as it was, because in that aspect of our marriage, it was very selfish on his part because he never thought of the marriage. He always thought of himself.
Right.
And how he felt at that moment and whatever situation he was in. So when I was told that, it stung me, it stunned me. And I felt as though I should have made the decision for once that this is about me. This is about my children. This is about us. This is affecting us in all different aspects of our lives. And at first I was like, how dare you say something like that to me? But then I thought about it and I was like, you know what? It isn't about me right now. It's about my children getting close, making sure they have their time with their dad and getting through what they needed to get through. So I had to put my feelings in the background in order to be able to process all that. It was a lot. It was too much. But I had to be selfless to be able to get through it. So.
Yeah. Well, again, kudos to you. Please, the applause button. Por favor. Kudos to you because, again, I'm not really sure how I would have been able to handle that. Yeah. Anyway, so. What is one major thing you see for yourself in the future, near or distant?
Oh my God. Where do I begin? What I see for myself in the future is being retired, having a bunch of grandkids,
Mm.
sitting on my porch
Mm-hmm.
surrounded by animals, having my partner with me, us on the rocking chair, enjoying the land we live on in the mountains, wherever it may be, and living a very simple life,
Mm-hmm.
but a very full life.
Fulfilled. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that it's so simple in my head of what it is I want,
Mm-hmm.
and there's things that I can't say here. And I'm talking about years down the line that we will be partaking in years from now. But just truly enjoying life, embracing everything there is in a simple life, because right now life is not simple and it's not fulfilling. No matter how many blessings you have, it's always a competition. I want to be able to wake up with my husband, my significant other, have coffee, sit on the porch, watch the horizon, and watch our horses, our
Mm-hmm.
chickens, our dogs running around, our grandchildren. It's so simple in my head, and not want for anything else, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That's my dream.
It's a
So,
beautiful dream. But nowhere did you mention that my little casita was going to be
oh
somewhere
no,
on
your
this
tiny
land.
house, your little tiny house is going to be there. Tammy's tiny house is going to be there. Whenever you guys need your little getaway, you're going to have your little porches, your little rooms, and it's going to be plumbing. I mean, you're going to have it all. Air conditioning, plumbing. Yvette's never going to be hot.
Hallelujah.
I think she's never going to leave, honestly. She'll be sitting there and we'll be hollering from the houses. Her and her significant other, mine and my significant other, and Tammy and her significant other. And then we'll have Kim and Chad on the other end of the land in their house.
That's so funny.
Chad
Oh,
fishing in the little
yeah.
river that's going.
Oh, he would love it.
Him and Kevin. Oh my God.
That's so cute.
That would be
Oh my
true.
gosh. That's beautiful. Um, the next one is tell us something that not too many people know about you. I feel like you've been really forthcoming on the podcast as far as sharing a lot of your history, your past, and things about you. But I want to know one thing that not very many people know about you. And it could be something that I don't even know about you. Anything. Doesn't have to be major, big, whatever, just anything.
Well, not a lot of people know. I actually enjoy being in the kitchen. Like, I love cooking.
Mm-hmm.
I love, as introverted as I am, my life in Jersey was way different than it is now, obviously. We had a lot of family gatherings. We did a lot together, and sometimes Christian, my oldest son, he reminds me of that. Oh, remember how we used to all have these big Christmases and the get-togethers and all that. He's like, I miss that so much. And then when we moved to Georgia, we had that too. And then eventually everything started trickling away because he got his own house. But I love that unity with my friends
Mm-hmm.
and my family and stuff. And I love to cook. Like, I would cook for everybody if I could on an everyday basis. Which brings me to one of my other dreams is to
Mm-hmm.
actually open a small restaurant.
Ooh, very nice. Very
Yeah.
nice. It could be right next door to my little bookstore that has a wine bar in it because I don't want a coffee shop because I feel the smell of coffee will interfere with the books, the smell of the books.
We'll have the coffee at my
Yeah,
small
at your
restaurant.
restaurant. Yeah. You want a coffee? Go next door. You
Yeah.
want some
There's a
wine?
cafecito
Get in
there. There's a
line.
cafecito there.
Hey, I was a poet and didn't know it. I said, "You want some wine? Get in line."
So instead of cooking, I'll be getting drunk at the bookstore. Just
There you go.
FYI.
There you go. Thank you for that. I actually know, or I knew that about you, that you do like to cook. And she's a very good cook, by the way. So, yeah, I knew that
This is
about you.
coming from a very good cook. I mean, I'll take it.
We're going to be like nonas.
Yeah.
Ay, ay.
We're gonna have
All
a
right.
Mexican Puerto Rican restaurant. That's what's gonna
Yep.
happen with a little
Yep.
touch of Spaniard because
Mm-hmm.
us Boricuas
Mm-hmm.
are Spaniard too.
Mm-hmm. There you go. All right. The last question of the night. Are you truly happy?
You know, that's a loaded question, especially with the way I've been feeling lately. Um, in all honesty, yes, I am happy.
Good.
Are there things that I would change? Yes, there are things that I would definitely change. But overall, I mean, I can't ask for more. Like, I have a really good family. My mom's great. She's amazing. My sister is amazing. I have a good life.
Mm-hmm.
I just, if I were to sit there and nitpick things that I would change, um, there are things. But overall, with all the trials and tribulations that I've been through in my life, I have to say this is 2025 has been a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
But I can truly say that I am happy. There's a shit ton more happy moments than there is shitty moments. Just the shitty
Good.
moments were heavy.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Yeah. I get
I've
that.
been blessed. I have great friends. My family is great. I mean, Kevin is great. I'm just happy. Like, I truly have such a great support system.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I just wish I would utilize them a little bit better, but because I'm like, I can deal with this shit on my own. I don't need anybody type of thing. But that's just me.
Same here, sister. Same here.
So
I'm a
that's my
lone
answer.
wolf. Remember, I said I'm a lone wolf in a lot of
Yeah.
aspects
Yeah.
of my life, but
Which is,
you know,
I think, creates more stress
it
um,
does.
person
Yes.
because you're so independent and you've
Mm-hmm.
always been so strong throughout your whole entire life, throughout all your relationships that when when you need to be vulnerable and soft, sometimes it's so hard
Yeah.
to
And it's
bring that
scary.
stuff to the table. Yeah,
It's
it's
also
scary because
scary.
you're
Yeah.
afraid you're afraid people are going to judge you for the dumb mistakes you've made or where
Mm-hmm.
you've gotten and all that stuff. And that's something I'm working through in
Yeah.
therapy. Like, I have to be able to ask for help and I need to stop being so scared of things.
Yeah. I'll take that little bit of advice as well.
I think I'm more afraid of my friends and my family judging me than I am anybody else because I don't give a
Yeah.
shit what other people think of me. I sincerely don't. My family and friends, those are the people that matter.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah, and I know, like you said, we kind of have thrown this out there that we just really don't give a fuck what people think of us and if they like us or not. But at the end of the day, there's always going to be one or two or three or five or 10 or 20 people that we actually care about their opinions of us, and we care, we are representing ourselves in their lives and vice versa. So
yeah,
yeah, yeah. I mean, I think it's human nature for us to actually give a shit, a little bit of a shit about people, what they think of us, but at the same time, we can't be people pleasers. So there's a balance. There's a fine balance with all that. So, yeah, I love that. All right, give yourself please a round of applause.
I really like that button.
I do
I just
too.
need to learn how to use it.
I do too. I love it. Um, I have our words of wisdom for tonight. And it's really short and sweet, simple. The fastest way to change your future is to stop paying full price for your past. Let it go. Let it go. Yeah.
Well, we don't have anything for that. But that one's longer than the clap.
Yeah, it is. It is. I love that though. Yeah. You just have to let things go. You have to process them, feel your feelings, be okay with everything, understand, ask yourself all the questions, and then you have to let things go. Because when you don't let things go, they tag along. It's like you're carrying, what is it, the ball and chain. You're trying to run towards your future and you can't because you're being held back by your past. So yeah, let stuff go. Stop paying full price for your past. Been there, done that. You've already done it. Like, let it go. Let it go.
You can't fix it.
You can't. You can't. You
Can't
can't. Now,
change
you
it.
can learn. You can learn from it and you can make better decisions moving forward, but you can't go back and change it. Fucking let that shit go. Stop punishing yourself and others. Because there's something to say for forgiveness is for the person who's healing, right? And not necessarily for the other person. So it's for me, right? Forgiveness is for myself. If I forgive somebody, it's for me. It's not so much for them. It's not letting them off the hook because I forgive, but I don't forget. And forgiveness, though, letting it go, being able to move past it, I feel like that is what makes me a stronger person. So,
It makes you a better person because it honestly opens your eyes to so many other things, and it makes you smarter in who you let into your life and who you let keep out of your life when you heal from all that crap. Because not everyone is going to hurt you in that manner or
right,
do what they did,
right,
So,
right. Yep. Amen. Let's give it up for our audience hype girl, Miss Joanna. Yay!
oops.
Nothing's
And
ever
this
going
is
to be
why
perfect.
we're friends, because all we do is laugh.
Exactly.
We entertain each other, boys
We
and girls.
do. We do. Yes, we do. Ay, ay. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us on this episode of Chats con Sabor. And hopefully, you learned a little something, about me and about Miss Joanna. And if you have any questions and want to know other things about us, please send us a DM, leave us a comment under here. I don't know if you're watching or listening on YouTube or on Spotify, whichever one though, on both, you can leave a comment. Please do. And we will get back to you. We love the interaction. But we love the interaction though. That's my point to all this. We love hearing from you guys, even if it's a DM. A lot of people reach out via DM, so it's okay. I'm okay with that. So yeah, as long as you're reaching out and interacting with us, we appreciate it and we love it and we love you guys. So, mwah.
Mean it.
Adios, amigos.
Adios.